I don't want to start on a negative note, but sometimes it can feel like life's falling apart.
No, it's coming together.
But one thing that I want you to hold true to is the Ultra Hold Extra Glue. Get your hair looking right, all right? Get it right, get it tight.
Hey.
I actually still don't know for the life of me how to say that word.
Get it right, get it tight.
Squashy coffee?
It's Schwarzkopf.
Schwarzkopf?
No, hang on a sec. Go back.
Schwarzkopf.
Squashy coffee?
Schwasher coffee.
Squashy. Do you swish a coffee? Shut up. But anyway, this ultra glued hair, slick brick looking stuff, go and grab that. All right, twice on Sundays.
And it's available at Chemist Warehouse, who are proud sponsors of the morning shift.
That was good.
With Chemist Warehouse.
Let's push. Give me some. Let's go. Never fold. 10 toes down, baby. You know who it is. I'm trying to be like you, my bud. Shush.
It's too late to turn back now.
The morning shift. Powered by Media.
Good morning, good evening, and everything in between. It's a big Truss Tuesday, and we're here for our morning shifters from our misters to our sisters. We back for another show just in case you missed us.
Do the dish.
So powered by Media. You don't have to trust everyone, but you can trust us.
Absolutely. Stay blessed.
No stress.
We've got you covered like a sundress. Welcome to officially the #1 show. If you're called down under your home, welcome to New Media, the People's Media.
Let's push.
Say no more. Take your shoes off at the door. Everything you want, nothing you don't. Real people, real talk.
And if we ain't #1 in the charts, hopefully we're #1 in your hearts.
Let's get it.
Yeah. Get it, baby.
Hey, how was Jaden? You ought to run into him in Melbourne.
Oh, Jaden. Yeah, young Jaden. Yeah, basketball Jaden.
Yeah, Jaden.
Let's push.
No, Jordan had just left. You just missed him.
Oh.
But he's looking good. He's growing. Shout out to Jaden. The family came through to the Melbourne pop-up. It's good to see he's doing this thing. It's a good kid, man. He's a good kid. Hey, what is on the show for us for a big Truss Tuesday, Mark? What you got?
I have stumbled across a thread that made me cackle. It made me laugh out loud. And it just so happened to be entirely about me.
Being able to laugh at yourself is a superpower.
It's hilarious. Shifters in that Shifters Facebook group. Unbelievable. Thank you for the good hearty laugh. I'm going to share it with you today.
Love that.
All right, Jordan, what you got for us?
We didn't get to do it yesterday, but maybe as the man of the home, there's some things I can learn. And I'm wondering what the vibe is with you two, because
you got to step up.
I don't feel like it's necessary, but I got internet shamed about being the man of the house.
Oh, we're doing step up 5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
You're not clearing your browser history? What?
I'll do that.
Oh, no. We ain't got all that to worry about.
Yeah, it's a free life to live.
conquered that.
Hey, I was going to talk about something else for the chicken, but I actually want to talk about what we were just talking about here before we kicked off the show. The Super Rugby Marvel jerseys.
Yeah.
Obviously, we just had a brief chat, but what did you think about those jerseys when you saw them? I know we're a couple of days late now. It's Tuesday. That was over the weekend, but initial thoughts.
I like to have my opinion on my stories on Instagram, but I felt like it was too negative because.
And you're not doing that this year.
I think. Well, I'm doing truthful, but I think it's good that the game's trying to do something.
Absolutely.
And I felt like it is a chance to create a bit of buzz. Obviously, the kids love superheroes. If you're an adult and you watch those movies, so it is a good little lob for the game.
The idea of it was right.
Execution. Whoever's in those rooms, they need some help.
Just FYI, Marvel Rivals that people are playing at the moment is massive. So there's a massive explosion. So Marvel, there's a great opportunity to build on the Marvel Rivals. Here's what I had amongst a friends messenger group when we saw what the jerseys were. Wrong cities, wrong jersey matchups was the first thing. And make the jerseys incredible. Make them look like armor. Make them look like the superhero suits that you'd buy at, I don't know, any really high-end costume place. Like, make them incredible. If they had done that, this is a tip. I would have brought every single one of those jerseys. And they're about 160, 180
because they're collector items.
They are.
Which for starters is a lot.
So cool.
They are a lot, but if they're cool and they look good on me, I don't care what squad. I'm buying it. So just first of all, Chiefs, that was the best
nailed
outfit.
It. Chiefs nailed it.
Black Panther and the Chiefs, perfect
But apparently
synergy.
the teams got to choose.
Who's?
Oh, really?
So that's actually the T, is that the organizations, I don't know if the players had a say, but the organizations had a say in what hero they got.
Okay, for those who haven't seen it, it was Black Panther went to the Chiefs, Blues had Spider-Man, Wellington had, the Hurricanes had Captain America. From what I can see here, Crusaders
were terrible.
Terrible. I agree with that. Crusaders had Iron Man, and the Highlanders had Hulk.
Crusaders had Iron Man.
Yeah.
I didn't think they did.
No, they did.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they
No,
did.
they did.
Okay, that's a
But
good.
I think
don't
this is
mind
the
Iron
problem.
Man.
That classic, honestly, Adidas losing the contract for the Super Rugby uniforms and Classic getting it. Oh, bro, it's diabolical. Honestly,
For
I've
context,
never
though, that's
seen
too
more
expensive.
uglier uniforms. It's ugly.
I was in LA a couple of weeks ago. Went to a Lakers game, and the most expensive place you can buy a Lakers singlet is at the game. It was around about 150 New Zealand for a Luka Doncic singlet, and you're paying more for
Well,
a.
they've got the numbers to be able to back those.
Yeah, you're gonna get that.
Well, you're not going to get the numbers if
No,
you're asking for $180. though,
100%,
right?
100%. I agree, and I think nothing annoys me more than the conversation. Let's stop comparing ourselves to American sports because they've got a bigger fan base. I don't like that argument. I like, well, cool, we've got that evidence now, so what can we do to make things better? So let me just run through what I wrote in the group message,
Yes,
guys.
go on.
I said they dropped the ball, botched it completely. These jerseys should look super tough and make sense with the team's colours on the or the region's energy. We'd already discussed the fact that the Hurricanes should be Wolverine.
Wolverine, without a doubt.
Or-
yes.
Adam Warlock.
Yeah, no, you know what?
No,
It should have been Wolverine.
It's that yellow. It's iconic.
It
It's
should
there.
have been Wolverine.
That's
That's such a
perfect.
great.
Well done, Mark.
Yeah.
Okay, second
Absolutely.
thing, Chiefs are perfect with the Black Panthers.
Yeah.
Blues should have been Captain America or Thor.
No, they should have been. They should have been Captain America.
Yep.
Captain America. Yep.
There's something about the Blues. It's
But
kind of
Thor lightning through.
lightning through
it
them
should
as
have been-
well.
I would have been fine with them being Iron Man too.
Yeah.
I would have been fine with them being Iron Man.
I've gone Crusaders, Iron Man, or Magneto. I liked Magneto in the sense that they seem to run things, and Magneto ran the whole kind of, X-Men compound.
I think Iron Man did suit. It's just the design. It was the design on it.
It should
just-
look like armor, right? Like the jersey should look like you're putting on a sheet of armor, and it looks
Absolutely.
super cool and muscly. And then I went with the Highlanders as Groot, the tree, because they've already got Ethan de Groot playing for them,
True.
or Loki.
Oh, yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Loki
Again,
would have been good.
So
I think it's Silver Surfer. It's cold down there, you know.
okay,
Oh, come on now.
okay.
You
Well,
know,
I mean,
I'm trying to match that
I'm mad at
that snow that they get down there.
Hurricanes could have been Storm too.
Or they could be Storm.
True.
They could be Storm. down there,
100%.
Storm,
So I just don't know. I feel like a dropped ball in a situation that I will categorically swear if you got the jerseys right, I was buying all 5 of them.
Yep, I agree with that. But hey, look, there were some good games of rugby. Let's keep watching Super Rugby,
Yep,
supporting
those are
rugby.
very good games. Very good
Bunnings
games.
NPC gets announced. Yes, it was announced yesterday.
Yeah, the draw's been announced. More rugby.
We like that. Let's get into Daily Bread.
Let's do it.
That's right, guys. Daily Bread, breaking bread with the news of today.
And today it is March 18th. That is 77 days deep into the year, 288 left to get her done.
Get her done.
It's Embracing Awkward Moments Day today.
Yep. What's our most awkward moment recently? I don't really feel awkwardness anymore.
Here's
I
the
try
thing.
not to. I just try and embrace it.
Here's the thing. It's awkward. I haven't changed
Oh,
over
no.
to this. That's
No,
great. It's
there
awkward.
is something.
What? What's your awkward moment?
Bro, I've been passing wind in my sleep and waking up my missus, and her one thing is like
Yeah,
she can't stand that. Like usually I have to walk into another room. I'm not allowed. She knows it's
I'm
an
so
accident.
happy.
She knows it's an accident. But yesterday, last night I was the little spoon, and
Oh, you did.
Creeped out?
Yeah, it just
Whoops.
You winked at her.
bang.
Oh, you're snoring out the front and the back.
Oh,
Damn.
come on now. Don't do that. I've already
She a real
described
one.
one awkward moment. I don't need
She
to.
a real one, man. She a real one.
That awkward moment. So I'm also in a relationship where passing wind is not acceptable.
Yeah, what's up
Yeah.
with that?
What
it
is up
sucks,
with
eh?
that?
It sucks,
You
bro.
know, if it's
It's one bad thing.
if it helps in my relationship keep things flowing, I'm happy enough to go out of the room and do it elsewhere. However, as with age comes the ability. For some reason, I have picked up the ability to need to lie down in different positions on the
Yes.
lounge floor
Yes.
before I head to bed, just in case. Just in case
Real flat
I
surface.
get ambushed and I jump into bed and I roll on that angle and so I'm doing prep work before going to bed now, gentlemen. That's how into my relationship I am. It's also Transit Driver Appreciation Day. Now we don't
Shout
get a
out
lot
to-
of transit drivers.
No.
Nah, but I do appreciate them when you get them.
Wait, what?
So,
Are
like-
they trucks or the trains?
No. As in like, remember when we
Show them out. I know you ain't talking. No, Brock, you tell me what it is.
Run me through trains.
One pause.
Run me through the
Pause.
trains.
Okay. Hang on, Mark.
The trains.
What's a transit driver?
So where did we get dropped off before we dropped off the car?
Ah.
When we were in Australia, and we dropped off the van.
Well, you had time to think
Who
about
passed
it.
that
I
to
don't
us?
think you're that smart.
No, run me through the train one. Run me through that logic.
No.
Transit drivers, tram drivers. But I thought they called them transit because transit isn't.
Shut up.
Remember that
I'm
cool
having a big
bus we
moment
got
right
into
now.
in
Let's
Las
continue.
Vegas?
Yes.
We got into that little bus and it dropped us off at our pickup
Oh,
vehicle.
you know what? On the way back, we didn't get into a
We
bus.
didn't get
We
into
walked
that, yeah.
across the road.
Yeah, we had to walk across the road. You were right, Jordan. I was wrong.
Nah.
You had to prop yourself up. Go to. It's also World Social Work Day. Now, this is not all just about
Hanging out.
social workers. It's actually people who work within anything that is to do with improving everybody else's situation in life. That is social working as a T, but it's World Social Work Day and encouraging people to not only thank those who work in those social jobs, but also think about helping out yourself. In terms of going and helping, not help yourself. But yeah. Anyways,
Too many people
World
helping
Social-
themselves these days.
We nailed it.
I like that. For those that stay up late, bedtime procrastination is the psychological phenomenon when a person stays up too late in order to feel like they have some time to themselves.
I do that all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think a lot of people do it.
It's
And
like-
then
Especially parents.
Yeah.
and then you're on the back foot. Your health takes a hit. You miss your workout.
Yep. It's like
You're extra hungry because you woke up late.
Exactly.
So you got rushed. Then you have a bigger lunch than you should have needed to.
You're
kids
eating
and
when you-
partners,
know.
like once your kids and your partners go to bed, then finally you get some time just to sit there on the couch and be like, but that makes you late to go
When
to
you're
bed.
tired and you don't hit the ground running, you're just reactionary for the rest of the day.
Yep.
I know. But that time, doom scrolling, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., guys, sort it out.
Saturday.
Give
Do you
yourself
know-
time in the sleep.
Do you know my favorite time to doom scroll is when you travel? You know, you have a big day, you go out, you're sightseeing, or for example, when we were doing all that stuff, and then you get home at the end of the day and you haven't really been on your phone. Oh,
Yeah, true. Because
that is my favorite time to doom scroll. No one asked, but I'm just, in case anybody was wondering.
when is your
there you
favorite
go.
time? There you go.
Does anyone have a favorite time? What's your favorite time of the day?
I actually didn't think about it, but that would be it because you've been busy.
Yeah.
You've been doom scrolling all day.
You've earned it. You've absolutely.
But
Also,
it used to be escapism, right? It used to give you something to get away from. But now it's actually becoming you go to doom scroll
I'm
because you're
addicted.
escaping from that. But it actually adds more to you, if that makes sense. Like it's not
No,
a
it
calming.
I think it subtracts more from you.
Yeah, but it's not calming. It's not like you're doing something that can calm you down. You doom scroll and then you just get fired up by even more stuff. You're like, burnout, man.
Burnout, bro. It's a real thing. Hey, speaking of maybe being a little bit gassy, maybe this is for you.
Okay, come on.
Okay. There is an inventor who can make a whole lot of money if this goes the right way. He's created a pill that actually makes your farts smell like a decent scent.
Oh, what bad is that doing to you, though?
Oh, let's not get lost in
Exactly.
let's not get lost in that. All right. What we're after is the outcome here. And the outcome is that they smell delicious. It actually says they make your fart smell like a delicious scent. Now you can pick options: chocolate, roses, violets, or ginger.
Ginger beer vibe.
Ginger feels like it would burn.
Can we just break down what is
True,
happening?
true.
Gas is coming out of your intestines. It's pushing out. There's also fecal matter that comes out.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
that's
I hate
I've
these
had
shots.
enough.
Smells good. We
had
don't want it
enough already.
smelling good. We want to be warned that that's what we're walking into.
Exactly.
We don't need. Is that roses? Is that ginger? Yum. We don't want to be thinking yum when we're going through somebody else's dust particles.
Let's wrap it up there. I like that. Matua, you're right. 100%. That is the Daily Bread, guys. Breaking bread with the news of today. Dust particles?
This is the morning shift.
I hope I'm not alone. Listen, I hope I'm not alone, but I'm willing to be vulnerable enough to say that no, it actually doesn't make me feel vulnerable. I don't want to use the V word inappropriately because people be saying it way too much these days. I don't want to be alone, right? But I am a little nervous that because it's something I can't change. What?
You just triggered something in me.
What?
This is a deeper conversation. I do not want to derail your
Don't
break.
say trigger. Don't say trigger if it's not a trigger. It doesn't.
No, it absolutely triggered this memory in me.
Come on.
I recently saw something that the most powerful and most ridiculous thing about humanity is they're being afraid of being alone on something or anything. And that's the recipe for politicians, for companies, for anything to make you do what it is that they want to do. So you might not even like something, but because you don't want to feel alone, that feeling of alone happened from way back when we were living in caves and what have you, and if we felt isolated, if you were isolated from the tribe, you died. So there's a real fear of being alone or being a single person out on the side, having their own separate thoughts, and that feeling of alone is what companies use and what everyone uses in this world to make you determined and make you belong into something, and therefore brainwashes you into not having your own individual thoughts. Sorry.
You're such a closet conspiracy lover. Like, you just need to come to this side. You need to walk over here and just sit with me, all right? Bask in the sun and the glory. That is basically what do you call it?
Essence, the
It's
core
the essence
yeah.
of how to think.
And humanity. It's also the core essence of humanity. So, at the risk of Jordan feeling alone in this moment, let us get back into it.
Okay, thank you so much. I love that though. I'm wondering how many other men think like this, because when I heard this, I was like, not only is it not something that I do, it's something that I can't do.
Oh.
I'm just not. I won't be able to do it.
You'll be brave to say that.
I gotta be brave.
I can't do it these days.
Yeah, and I'm not big on that.
You're a Taurus.
We should be able to do a lot of whatever we put our mind to, but I won't be able to. So I want to see how this audio sits on our listeners, obviously, Shift Nation, but also Matua, Mark, and Brooke.
This weird thing that I don't even think is weird, but like every night I get in bed after everybody else because I'm a strong hand. You can't go to bed at the same time that your wife goes. You can't go to bed. Fact. You can't go to bed at the same time your wife.
You
Even
can't
if
go
it's
to
30
sleep.
minutes later.
Yeah, you can't. No, real talk for young brothers out there. What he gave you is some real game.
Come on, man.
There's two things you cannot do as a man. You can't allow that argument to get into the bedroom.
I don't argue.
Okay. You got to let that go, and you also have to be the last person to go to sleep in the house.
Gotta be the last person.
You have to.
I can't do that. I'm the first to go to sleep out of me and my partner every single night. Every single night without fail. I can't do it. She's the one on TikToks watching Liar Pants on Fire till 1 a.m.
Yo, that is crazy.
We ain't talking
too.
about
Yeah,
the show. We're at a level. We leave that for TikTok. I fall asleep first. And that's just how it is. Is that wrong?
Do you go to bed first though? Like if you're in the lounge and she's watching a movie, maybe wants to watch another episode, you won't stay. You'll always go to bed first.
I'll make sure. I'm like, hey, you're on your phone. Let's go to bed. Like,
so you go to bed
I won't leave
together.
her in the lounge. Like, we'll be in. We'll both
We'll
go to
usher
bed.
our way in there at
but
the same
I'm gonna
time.
go to sleep first. Mark, he's disappointed in me. I know. I'm sorry, Mark.
No, I mean, it's just interesting. I mean, I'm not angry.
Yeah, he's looking down on you.
Interesting.
He's looking down on you.
I mean,
It's interesting.
perhaps it's where you feel your role is in a relationship. And like, I mean, you mentioned Little Spoon before. I'm just saying, like, ultimately, when the lights, I think about it from a war movie sense, right? You're protecting your platoon. You're protecting your men.
Wait, that is the greatest line. Okay, think about it in a war movie type of sense. Like, to the nth degree of, like, intensity.
No, but that's where it is, though,
That's
ain't
where
it?
we need to live. Okay,
That's right.
I'm seeing what you're throwing down here now, Matua.
What I'm saying is, survival, looking around the campfire, everyone else has gone onto the tents. You're the person who switches the light out. You're the last person standing kind of thing, making sure that everyone else gets it. Let's go into a different animal. Let's go with wolves. And the alpha, you know what I mean? Like, and everyone, making sure that the whole den is safe, that everybody is asleep, that the last thing you do is like, I have completed my role as leader. I may now rest my eyes.
Can I be honest? This surprises me. I'm surprised that you go to sleep first. By the way you walk around on this world.
Okay, well, what? Why?
What is that?
You're the oldest brother. Like, you're the oldest sibling. You have that about you.
Okay,
And that's why I'm surprised that you go to sleep early.
Don't. Okay, hear me out. Like, I've probably been okay to go. I was that procrastination person, whatever I shared in my daily bread. That used to be me, right? because I didn't feel like I got time in the day that I enjoyed or that was purposeful. I think in the last few years, I've definitely found a lot more purpose in my life. And I've got things to wake up for. I've got things to do. I've got things to get done. Right. So I think naturally, I just am tired and I'm okay to say goodbye to the day. Like, I think a lot of people, they don't want to go to sleep because I don't think they're happy with the day, or like it's just something they want. They think they can drag out. I'm like, I'm done. I gotta go. I gotta get my rest in. I gotta be up in the morning. I'm always the first up in the house, always. So I got that covered at least. Give me some brownie points.
Well, you wake up.
I mean, I'm off to the gym, or like I'm up for a run or something. Yeah.
The den's been ransacked by the time you wake up. What happened? What happened to the rest of my men and my soldiers?
I wake up and everyone's perished. But at least I was the first one to see it. And I do get a sense of satisfaction, like knowing that I'm up and everyone's asleep and they're resting. Like, that's cool. But look, if I'm going to be the last to go to sleep, fam, my partner goes to bed like 1 a.m. sometimes. Like, I can't be doing it.
Yeah, Grumpy Jordan, we don't need it.
No, we don't. The world don't need it.
I think that's what we can take from this, though, is besides the belittling and the idea that, the alpha should stay up latest, I think what we can get from this is you've found purpose. And with purpose,
I don't want to take it there, but,
But with purpose, though, there is a reason to...
Fatigue.
There's fatigue, but there's also, you don't need to have your brain wind down. And that's what I think the lie is most people tell you. That's what I was saying about when you doom scroll. You aren't winding down. If anything, it winds you up.
That's good. That's good.
Do you know what I mean? So if we're taking some positives out of this, plenty of positives to take, but it's your purpose, you're like, you know what? I've absolutely given my 100 through the whole day. I got nothing left to give. Time to switch off them lights. I've got things I got to do tomorrow.
I don't think it's just your purpose. I think you've also found your person.
Oh! Go on, Brooke. Go on now.
What do we long for at the end of the night? To sleep in a loving bed. And for a lack of better words, you want to feel safe when you get to bed.
Nothing safer than having your partner doom scrolling next to you while you doze off.
And how good is it to just go, hit the pillow?
That's actually a scientific fact.
Ain't that the best feeling?
That when a man feels safe, he actually feels more sleepy.
See,
because he can actually let his guard down. He don't need to protect the house because
he found his purpose and his person.
He knows everything's going to be okay.
That's how you shifted around.
Now the heat comes back on me. Why am I not sleeping? What do I not trust?
I mean, I do check the locks before I go to sleep. I do turn down the very bottom stairs lights. I feel like the upstairs are still being used, so I let my partner do that last little at 1:30 a.m. when she's still up. Yeah. But I mean, I was willing to stay up, guys. All right, if I got shamed enough, I was willing to stay up. But it's giving.
Can I just ask one question?
That's how you flip it.
Should I buy a gun?
No, you don't need to buy a gun. I do have a question for you because this is interesting to me and your personality. The lights you left on upstairs. Are you doing that for the right reasons?
Well,
is any part of it? Well, you're going to stay awake and get your ass up and turn them off.
Because how annoying is that?
You know what? It's my break.
This is the morning shift.
I had a large cackle earlier in the week, and it was because, I'll be honest, I haven't been in the Shifters page actively going through all the messages as of late. I've been busy.
Shout out Shifters page too.
The Shifters Facebook group is unbelievable, and we encourage you to join.
We had to moderate a few of you earlier in the year, and the things kind of come right.
Yeah. But I can't.
Family.
Some of you haven't come back, but that's all right.
I saw a comment on there which involved me, and I was like, interesting. So the comment was from one Georgia you know what? I'm going to call it Genus. It does feel like it's not how it should be pronounced. I feel like if we were going through the Gregorian language, it would probably be Genus, but we'll go with Georgia Genus.
Wait, so she wasn't anonymous?
She wasn't anonymous.
Had the guts to go, okay, I like that.
Yeah. Georgia said, how old is Matua Mark? He keeps calling himself old, giving me a complex.
Exactly, because you're not old.
No, but I here's the thing, Georgia, and this is probably something that's assumed knowledge and I've never really brought up, but I work with a lot of young people. I'm not surrounded by other old people. When I say old, other people in their 40s to 50s.
He called us young. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
baby.
The way you live life is vibrant and young. You guys are out there. You're doing your thing, and I love that. It does make me feel though when
We're really not, eh? We're really not.
Okay, well then look at Webby, look at Hendo, Neeks, like everyone who we've surrounded ourselves with
They're in their 20s.
They're in their 20s. And so for me, nothing screams age like being in your 40s, being 43. That is my age, Georgia, 43 years old. However, instead of people going, you know what, he's 43, it started a thread that made me laugh.
I haven't even read these.
Now, I appreciate the thread. So let's go with this. Georgia once again says, how old is Matua Mark? He keeps calling himself old and giving me a complex. Maya Thorby decided to say, Matua Mark was born when Tane Mahuta was Tama Mahuta. It gets better. Patrick Moon says, when Matua was born, Burger King was only Burger Prince. Darren decided to up it again. Pretty sure he signed the treaty, but ask him though. Mana came through with ask him about the war.
It's the hat. It's the hat.
Any of them. Nice.
Come on, that is crazy.
Albert, legend has it, when he was born, the Dead Sea was just getting sick.
Oh, no.
Legend has it is a crazy way to start too. You know when you start with legend has it or myth says.
See the way men can laugh about age shaming? You know? See the way we just can have a good little giggle?
It is funny. Nga said Matua took his driving test on a dinosaur. Tar said, I'm pretty sure Matua Mark helped Maui harness the sun.
Didn't he? Hey, didn't he?
I like that. Jeremy says, I heard he helped organise the Last Supper.
Oh, God damn.
Nah, see, we're just getting ridiculous now.
It's getting biblical. Chase says, rumour has it Eve left him for Adam. I mean, Adam looked good. Adam looks good. Indy said, I'm pretty sure he was around when the earth was still flat. And finally,
Facts.
Damian Phillips says, when Moses parted the Red Sea, Matua was on the other side fishing.
Golly.
Biblical time sense, but I appreciate the sense.
None of them are real digs though, eh? Like, nah, get the digs.
Talking about like personality traits,
proper dusty and old.
Having no parents. Yeah, it's crazy on the other side.
You are so young though, Matua. I just do want to remind you that don't exist in this space thinking I'm that old guy.
I think I joke about it.
You are so young.
I do joke about it. However, I do have some things that do make me feel older. Like I do. And I think this is something for everyone to be aware of. There is a saying that you would have heard many, many times in your life. And it's something, though, that I am hitting at this stage in life. And it comes from a physical sense as well as a mental sense. But if you don't use it, you lose it. Now, this has never become more and more apparent as your 40 years. As you hit 40, that saying can never be true. And I'm pretty sure a lot of 40-year-olds will feel it as well, moving up through the age bracket. The less you do, the more you lose. And I think we as people, as humans, and I could be wrong here, this is just me pontificating, but I feel like we desire comfort. You feel like you've done your grind, and comfort is what we're aiming for. And comfort's a great thing to a certain extent, because once you hit comfort, you stop challenging yourself. And when you've stopped challenging yourself, you stop growing. Now, if you're happy to remain this, and that's what you want to be, I'm all for it. But what happens in that lack of growing is you'll start to learn that the most rewarding parts in life are the journeys to growth. And you start missing journeys to growth.
Yeah, preach on them.
So I feel like
Tell 'em, King.
The same with it physically. Like, I had this silly idea over the weekend. A silly idea.
No such thing.
Put it into existence.
So I decided I was going to put $100 into an envelope, and I was going to give it to you boys. And
it's not a silly idea.
I had 6 months to get myself abs. Abs,
not
as in like abdominals, right? And if I don't, the $100 is yours to spend.
I reckon you could do it in 3.
Don't do that. I know what you're trying to do there. You're trying to take my 100.
Where's the envelope?
No, so
where's the envelope?
But here's where I got to with it. I sat on my couch. I doom scrolled. I was very comfortable, and I went,
and the feeling left you. The feeling left you. The feeling left you.
The feeling of a journey, the feeling of growth, the feeling of getting better, the feeling of all that kind of stuff was replaced by the lovingness and the warmth of comfort.
What you
nice
earn,
hot
bro,
meal
what
and a
you
good TV
earn.
program will do that to you.
I'm
Yeah.
loving my 30s, but I can't wait to get to the 40s. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
How old do you feel in your head? You like subconsciously, if I went, hey, Mark, subconscious, how old do you feel in your head? Because you can't feel older.
He feels 49.
No, you can't because you don't know what that
48.
feels like. You know what I mean?
You don't know. I think little bits and pieces start to chip away at you.
Depends what day I ask
I think
you.
we need to do a half Ironman. All of us.
Half Ironman.
What's a half Ironman?
Well,
consist
maybe
of?
you can swim.
Is that 50
Like one each type of thing. Yeah, I can
One
swim.
each. We should do something. I think we need it. No, but don't let this feeling leave you.
I know, and that's why I brought it to
Don't
the
let this
show,
feeling yes.
so I can be held
Don't
accountable.
yes.
The idea behind comfort, though, and the thing that
Yep.
we think we all desire is to have that warm house and do this and do that. Yeah, it's good. It's good for you, probably just to tick that off as a list of things, but what it does do is it prevents growth, and that's where I'm hitting at the moment. I have hit this year going, you know what, I'm not going to have fizzy drinks, and that's been a struggle. That has been a struggle, but actually when it comes to growth in my next journey and what's my next thing, I know it involves putting $100 in an envelope. I know it involves giving myself 6-minute abs, like 6-month abs, and that's where I want to get to. So stay tuned.
Enjoy the 40s.
I need to go to
Hey,
a
baby.
let's develop this, Matua Mark. I'm with you. I'm with you.
You old
I
as
gotta
hell,
try and
brother.
push with you.
I am old.
Nah.
All right, guys, that is the show. We love you. See you tomorrow. Check on your people.
This is The Shift. The Shift.
Go home, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go home.
The Morning Shift.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
The Shift.
I love it.
This is The Shift.
Got him.
Okay.